Digitization, digitalization, they sound almost identical, don't they? But in the business world, getting these two mixed up, well, that's the difference between just getting new filing cabinets and completely reinventing your entire company. So let's break down why one little letter makes a world of difference.
All right, here's our game plan. We're going to start by really unpacking that big difference, beginning with the absolutely essential first step, digitization. Then we'll talk about taking the leap into digitalization, look at the huge payoffs versus the very real pitfalls, and I'll give you a 5-step roadmap for success. And finally, we'll tie it all into the bigger picture of real business transformation.
So why do we even need to split hairs over this? It might feel like we're just talking about words, but getting this right is absolutely crucial. It's what helps leaders know if they're just, modernizing what they already have, or if they're truly transforming how their business actually works and competes in the market. Okay, here it is, side by side. On the left, you've got digitization. This is simple. You're just converting information from a physical format into a digital one. Think of it like you're creating the raw materials. But then, on the right, you have digitalization. That's all about using that digital info to completely change how you work. It's the action, it's the strategy. Let's dig into that first piece of the puzzle, starting with digitization. So let's really focus on that first step, digitization. This is all about creating the raw material, right? These are the fundamental building blocks that every single digital strategy is built on top of. At its core, digitization is really just a conversion process. You're taking stuff from the physical world, paper, photos, even sounds, and turning it into a language that computers can actually understand, store, and work with. It's the essential groundwork, but on its own, it doesn't really change how your business runs. So what does this actually look like day to day? Well, it's scanning those mountains of old paper files into a database. It's taking a stack of printed invoices and turning them into useful data. It's even as simple as turning your handwritten meeting notes into digital text. See the pattern here? In every single case, we're just creating a digital copy of something that already existed. But look, making a digital copy is just the very beginning. The real magic, the real power, comes from what you do with it. If digitization is the what, then digitization, well, that's the how. And this is where the transformation really kicks into gear. So, digitalization takes all that digital data we just made and uses it to fundamentally rewire business operations. It's not just about having the data anymore, it's about leveraging it to spark innovation, boost efficiency, and create brand new value for your customers. Now, check out these examples. These aren't about just storing information, they are all about action. We're talking about using AI to automate an entire supply chain, or using predictive analytics to know what a customer wants, maybe even before they do. It's building digital platforms that completely redesign how you deliver a service. This is active, strategic, game-changing stuff. Okay, so now that we're clear on the difference, let's get into why this matters so much. This whole journey to digitalization is a really high-stakes game, with some massive potential payoffs, but also some pretty serious pitfalls to watch out for.
When you get this right, the benefits are just huge. We're talking about major boosts in productivity, seriously reducing your operational risk, and getting the ability to scale your business without being dragged down by old ways of doing things. It just lets you make better, faster decisions because you have real-time data right at your fingertips.
And this example just perfectly illustrates the payoff. Look at Nestle. By standardizing their systems, they created one single digital front door for over 250,000 employees around the globe and hit nearly perfect system availability. That is digitalization on an absolutely incredible scale. And here's another amazing example from a totally different world. The band Coldplay used digitalization to build a tour app, but it did more than sell merch. It got over 1 million fans involved in tracking and lowering their own environmental impact. Now that's a perfect case of using digital tools to transform how you engage with your audience and achieve a totally unique goal. I mean, the results are obviously transformative, so what's stopping every single business from jumping on this? Well, as you can imagine, the path isn't always so smooth. Yeah, there are some pretty big hurdles. Trying to connect shiny new digital tools with those clunky old systems can be a total nightmare. Plus, we all expect amazing digital services now, right? That puts huge pressure on companies. And sometimes, businesses just get dazzled by cool new tech without a real strategy, and they end up wasting a ton of money. Throw in security risks and the very human challenge of getting everyone on board, and you can see why you need a really solid plan. So that's the key right there, having a clear plan to get around those challenges.
Let's walk through a proven 5-step roadmap that can take you from just having data to achieving true transformation.
All right, let's go through this. Step 1. It all starts with a cloud ERP system. Think of this as the central nervous system for your whole business. 2. Automate. Get software to handle all those repetitive tasks so your people can focus on the important strategic work. 3. Go mobile. Your teams have to be able to access everything from anywhere. 4. Centralize your management. Get everyone on the same page with unified dashboards, one source of truth. And 5. Bring in AI. This is where you unlock those predictive insights that really change the game. This roadmap is your practical guide to making it all happen.
Okay, with that roadmap in mind, let's zoom out a bit and connect all these pieces to the ultimate goal, which is total business transformation.
This really clarifies the whole journey, doesn't it? If digitization gives you the raw materials, all that data, then digitalization is what builds the bridge. It's how you create new processes and new abilities. But that bridge has to lead somewhere, and its destination is full-scale digital transformation. And this quote just nails the whole point. True digital transformation, it isn't really about the tech. It's about fundamentally rethinking everything: your business model, how you talk to your customers, even your company's own culture. The technology is just what makes that deeper, strategic shift possible.
So, I'm going to leave you with this question to chew on. Your organization has data. I'm almost certain of it. You've probably been digitizing things for years. But the real question is, have you crossed that bridge? Have you truly transformed how you work?